Up next, a new scam rogue that is causing players to uninstall Hearthstone. Could your account be next?
But first, something silly.
What do you mean, but first? I already said up next. You always do this.
Oh, I don't always do shit. Stop gaslighting me.
Gaslighting doesn't exist. You made it up because you're f***ing crazy. You know that old saying in Hearthstone, when we have a brand new meta, we have a brand new rogue scam deck that is just going to make players question why they even bother with choices. But I do have to say this. Apparently, Cycle Rogue is legitimately one of the best rogue decks that you can be playing right now, especially if you're trying to take a deck all the way to Legend. And it's actually kind of funny how, like, Rogue has been, you know, the worst class on HS Replay since Whizbang's Workshop has come out. But honestly, I keep saying this over and over and over in my videos, is that I really do believe that HS Replay's stats, especially this one, does not tell you what the best decks are. It just tells you what the hardest decks are. And as of right now, Rogue and Shaman are definitely some of the hardest classes to make work properly, to where Jay Alexander, on the very first day of the mini set, actually, ended up tweeting out this list, and he tweeted out another deck that was like all in on Cutlass with dubious purchase, for example, but this deck didn't really shape out that well. But this deck, he is still playing it in like top 100 Legend, to where it has now found its way onto HS Replay, not as Cycle Rogue, not as Giant Rogue, but as this brand new version of Miracle Rogue. And unfortunately, it's not really here on HS Replay until you start getting into tier 3, but boom, right there. Miracle Rogue as a tier 3 deck is the only good rogue deck according to HS Replay stats. Mining Rogue is still there, while every other rogue archetype such as Wishing Well and Sonya Rogue is just in a very bad position, at least at these ranks, because these decks are very difficult or very inconsistent. Now, when you start getting into the top 1,000 threshold, these decks definitely become better, and I can kind of prove this with the stats. Because in Legend on HS Replay, Miracle Rogue is the best performing deck, and is also the most popular deck that you will see on your grind, which makes a lot of sense. This deck is nowhere near as difficult as, say, Mining Rogue, to where you see most of the Mining Rogue decks, about, you know, 2 of them have win rates above a 50%, because Mining Rogue is one of those decks that really forces you to know what you are doing, and you kind of have to counteract your opponent versus just building up your own tempo. And a lot of gamers, you know, on their way to Legend don't really do that well, versus in top 1000 Legend, Mining Rogue is definitely the best rogue deck to be playing right now, while Miracle Rogue is still showing numbers, but it loses its edge and loses its 50% win rate, at least over the 320 games that we have on this sample size. But the point that I'm trying to make is that Miracle Rogue is a great deck that you can use to climb to Legend, but once you're in Legend, it starts to fall off a little bit because people know how to counteract a deck like this. Not to mention there are a little bit of inconsistencies. But again, if you check out Donkey as of right now of me recording this video, Cycle Rogue is there, recently played by FellLink. And again, this is the same list, if not, you know, a couple of different changes from the J Alex list. But again, Rogue is everywhere. Diamond through Legend, it's mostly Drilly Rogue and Cycle Rogue. No other rogue archetype really finds its way, even at top 10k Legend, but in top 1000 there are a lot of different Drilling Rogue decks. There's even a Cutlass Rogue that is somehow finding its way into playability. But again, the point that I'm trying to make is that the higher on the ladder that you go, the better Drilling Rogue becomes, because higher Legend players really know how to play this deck well, versus Cycle Rogue is just a deck that is going to do its thing over and over again. And if you do it well, this is a very game-breaking deck that I believe you can definitely hit Legend with. So now that we've talked about Rogue's position in the meta, let's actually take a look at the deck itself, because some people will take a look at this list, especially newer players, and ask themselves the question, okay, what even am I supposed to do? Well, this deck is all about drawing cards with Playhouse Giant. If you are someone that played like old school Quest WarLoCk, not Seedlock, well, we got a video prepared for that, but I'm talking about Archaeologist WarLoCk, to where it was all about like Archaeologist Tome or something like that, or Origination Tome, something like that, to where you would draw 20 cards, and if you get 20 cards drawn, then your hero power is replaced with a draw a card but set its cost to 0. It's essentially the same flavor as this deck, to where you essentially want to draw 20 cards as quickly as possible so you can make this Playhouse Giant 0 mana. Why do you want to make it 0 mana? Well, obviously there is Celestial Projectionist, which can give you extra copies of the 8/8, but there's also copies of Breakdance, that you can use for essentially 1 mana 8/8s on top of the other 8/8s that you already have on the field. But you can also use Breakdance as a way of keeping the giants in your hand, so that way you can set up the Celestial Projections turns a little bit easier. You also have possibilities of, like, from the Scrap Heap mechs, giving your giants Wind Fury, Reborn, Stealth, whatever you want, Rush, Lifesteal. These are all very important cards to find in different situations, especially Lifesteal, because you're going to be spending most of the early game just drawing cards and getting those good swing turns that really help, you know, put the game in your favor, such as the Gaslight Gatekeeper. Now that the intro is making a little bit more sense now, in case you didn't understand what I was going for. But yeah, Gaslight Gatekeeper is still very good at 4 mana, to where I'm actually kind of happy that they nerfed this card preemptively, because this was a deck that wasn't necessarily like a powerhouse, but now that we have more cards, if there was still 3 mana, I think that this deck would be like a really effective scam deck, to where it would actually be on the same level as, say, like the Pain WarLoCk, you know, turns where they're summoning a bunch of 8/8s and you just can't do anything about it. But Gaslight Gatekeeper works not only well with the giants, but it works especially well with a card called Everything Must Go, which, you know, this is just good tempo that helps you do something else aside from just shuffling your cards and drawing, because you need actual minions on the field so you don't just die outright. So this is a great card that works with a Gaslight combo, and with all the other card draw tools, you're not always going to play Gaslight to activate the Everything Must Go. You might have like Dubious Purchase, for example, which is by far one of the best mini set cards that they printed, especially for Rogue, while patching up one of its main weaknesses to destroy a minion so you're not just losing the early game tempo. And again, works really well with prep. I cannot sell you guys enough just how powerful prep with Dubious Purchase really is. It's just absolutely mind-boggling how powerful it is. But the main goal of this deck is just to scam the board as quickly as you can, so that way your opponent doesn't have an AoE that can stop the onslaught of the 8/8s. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon if you want extra perks and bonuses for supporting the content, and we've also got 10% off on intotheam.com/ClarkHS10 to get 10% off your next order of the best clothes that you will see on the market. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. Mr. Noob that never should have beaten me because I'm the best gamer ever, but I misplayed and my brother was playing the whole time. Highlander Priest, oh my, why do you guys want me to play the worst decks? Why do you guys want me to play the worst decks in Hearthstone, please? What deck am I playing? We're playing them all. We're playing literally all of them. He wants the rogue list, but I just lost with it. Why would he possibly want the rogue list? Oh, wait a minute, my keyboard's not working. Are you... Hold on a minute. I think oh, wait, I can't... I don't know why my keyboard died, but I literally can't respond to this man, and now I'm gonna look like an asshole. I literally can't even, like, type come to my stream. Oh, God. He doesn't know, man. Yeah, tell him my keyboard's not working. You know what this is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the, of that episode of South Park, where it's like, hey, if you find some internet, let us know, would ya? It's like, how will I? You won't have any internet. It's literally impossible, King. I can't do it. All right, give me the Everything Must Go. Oh, I didn't get it. No green cards. Sorry for my high roll. Nah, bro, you didn't high roll. I fucked up a lot of turns. I fucked up so many turns, my guy. And also, my keyboard is not working. I quite literally, like... Look at that. I'm hitting enter and it's doing something stupid. I can't even hit enter to pop up the chat. Get the start menu open. I'm just not gonna bother with it, dude. I don't need my keyboard. I don't need to type anything. I'll just deal with it because I'm a dummy that doesn't want to deal with it right now. All I need to do is just restart my computer and everything will reset itself. And if it doesn't... If it still doesn't work after that, then we're in some real trouble. Oh, let's go.
Job's done.
A. Okay, that works with my hero. Mash it for content. Wait a minute, I'm getting a new one, right? Mage is so fun. Yeah, Mage is very good, but at the same time, you need the draws. If you don't have keyboard and if you don't have those important turns, then the deck is just kind of sitting there doing nothing. So are you happy now with the warrior nerf? I mean, I think we could make Bran into, like, you know, we could make him into a worse card. We could totally make him worse. There's always a way of making him worse. All right, so we just create the giants. And maybe I get lucky and hit another giant. Wow, I'm so good at this. Hey, Painlock, I think you're doing it wrong. Hey, Painlock, I think you might be doing this wrong. I don't know, might just be me though. Might just be me, but I think you might be, I don't know, is there something wrong? Something wrong here? Like my board's looking a little bit better than yours. I mean, I don't know, maybe you can even up the score here. My giants are bigger, sir. Yeah, it was inevitable. GG, bro. They finally did it. I looked away. How do we get all those 8/8s on the field? Magic. If you watch closely, you can watch how it happens. The way this deck works is that you want to play Gaslight Gatekeeper, and you have this card called Playhouse Giant. It's a 20-mana 8/8 that costs 1 less for each card that you've drawn this game. So the whole point of this deck is to have a bunch of cards in hand, play Gaslight Gatekeeper to essentially redraw your cards to make the giants cost 0. And you can make multiple 8/8s either with Breakdance, that summons an 8/8, so you bring this back to your hand, it costs 0. Or you have Celestial Projectionist, which makes a temporary copy of a minion, essentially meaning if you don't play it, it goes away, you lose the resource. But because it's 0 mana, you can immediately play it.
Here we go.
It's a very interesting, very cool, awesome archetype, in my opinion. All right, so next turn we have Prep into Doob. Into one big fat Doob. Giants made of molten lava are no match for giants made of Frankenstein toys. It's not even Legos, dude. It's just a pile of toys. It looks like there's a screw in there.
Here we go.
Oh, yo, fan? Nah. Drawing cards is more important. If we get another gatekeeper, I would play this, but I want to guarantee that we have this. Giants made of molten lava are... Oh, yeah, I already read that, my bad. So you just summon giants that dance on their face? Pretty much, exactly. Breakdancing giants. Boogie down? I could double fan to get rid of this. And it might be worth it. Because he needs to, like, do, like, another big board here, right? And honestly, I might be able to, like, do this and, like, breakdance giants. So yeah, I have to remove the board. Is it normal that I'm playing Overheal Priest and I have no clue what I'm doing? No, it's very normal. That was literally my experience earlier with the deck. I thought I knew what I was doing, and then I got put in a very, like, okay, you know this, the reason why I get put in those uncomfortable situations playing Overheal Priest is because I know there's a time limit. I know I gotta move fast, and I prioritize playing fast rather than playing well. And that's why that's why APM decks are so interesting. Really, dude? Damn, he must have miscounted minions. Those are the only things that really matter right now. Okay, so now that we have the gatekeep, we gotta get the cards that add stuff into our hand. Like that, for example. That's a great example of a good card. Just tell us where all to go, and we'll shove in a mask and say Clark sent us. I mean, that is something else I could do. And not even gonna lie, that could sometimes be better for streamers because it's a natural boost in their viewership versus sending over raids. Twitch doesn't count raids whenever it's calculating average views. So shadow rating, so to speak, can be better for it can be better for people that you want to support. Okay, that's dead. Oh, god damn it. Please don't fail me, dude. Please. Please don't fail me. No! Not good. Raids are nice for points, but yeah, theoretically you should reload their page without the slash raid extension to get your view. Yeah, yep, that's the secret. That's the secret sauce! Imagine if he just had one less 5/6. Wait, hold on a minute. He's at 5 life right now. Imagine if I had a stick up. You unbelievable bastard. He's not even playing around stick. This guy went full face, full throttle. And I have no direct damage cards.
Nope, nobody there.
Is there like a high roll off of Everything Must Go? Something that could somehow deal damage? Okay, we can backstab this. How do we deal 2?
Here we go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Is there anything out of Everything Must Go that can win the game? The answer is yes. And that is also a very, very important time if you want to learn Pain WarLoCk. There is no reason for him to play the second mass production. He took 3 extra damage and it actually cost him the game. You gotta always think about thresholds with Pain WarLoCk. You don't just full unga bunga. Oh, dude, Old Corn just hits in a different way, man. All right, playable cards. Fair, but to be honest, who would be thinking about the extra attack from Everything Must Go as a threshold? Well, that's not what I'm talking about. The first card I referenced was Stick Up. Stick Up into Glowstone was 5 damage. You should automatically be thinking about that when it comes to Rogue. I didn't make the indication that I was a Cycle Rogue until I had played the Gaslight, which was after he had already did that. So it's like you always got to be thinking about how can my opponent bullshit a win. And against Rogue in particular, you know most of those decks are playing Stick Up. So you should have played around that for sure. Now, granted, yeah, no one's going to think about, oh, the Park Panther from the Everything Must Go. But that's not the point. You just want to make it harder for your opponent to win. Dealing 3 and drawing 2, what does that accomplish? You drew 2 cards, but you also made it more likely for your opponent to end the game. That's what you have to think about whenever you're analyzing your turns. How can this go wrong?
Solves any problem.
Ooh, this is really good, actually.
Go.
I think I'm... should I hit it? No, I'm not going to hit it. I'm not going to hit it. I'm just going to go all in on the Gatekeeper. I could do this. I could save the prep. If he plays like Muster for Battle, I have an answer.
The light dims, but
Here we go.
Nah, I was debating on playing a Spark Bot, so that way I could, like, you know, draw, play this, and then like do this on turn 5. But we just have to play Gatekeeper ASAP, right? Like when you have this many cards in hand, you just got to do it. Because now we're enabling the Everything Must Go. If we can draw both of those, that's really good. There he is, the boy, Clarkimus. Clarkimus. That's kind of cool. Ooh, Clark. Yeah. I'm trying to like read this as many different ways as possible, but I'm assuming that you're combining Clark and Optimus, which I very much appreciate. Oh, he's playing Highlander. I guess that explains the keychain.
The pleasure is mine.
Are you stuck, buddy? Did you disconnect? Okay, there we go. Unga bunga. Oh, we got 1. Did we get both?
Nobody there.
Looks like we only got 1. We do have a Giant, but I don't think Giant's playable yet.
How long can you hold your breath?
Oh man. Oh man. I got Sonya when Sonya's just gonna die. Oh man. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I hate to admit. Dude, imagine like 1-mana Giants. I could like actually have done something with it. The other one is good too. I mean, it is, but it's no Sonya. Sonya gives me extra 8/8s and also extra Spark Bots. In fact, wait a minute. What happens if you magnetize a 1-drop and Sonya's on the field? Do you still get the 0-drop in your hand? Is he seriously ignoring Sonya? Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. I thought this dude was losing his bonker, bro. I thought this guy was losing his goddamn marbles.
Is someone there?
All right, here we go.
Nobody there.
Yeah, imagine the Sonya surviving. It would have been so great. It would have been the greatest thing ever. Okay, so we got Giants. We got Celestial Projectionist. Oh, we got Everything Must Go again. Second Sonya. First time you gain armor, well, that's not worth it. So we just kill this then, and then next turn we go Unga Bunga. Sonya doubles magnetized spark bots. Okay, it does. That's good to know. Imagine if I had the Shadow Step ready with the Sonya, dude. Oh my god. Wait, hold on a minute. No, I redrew this hand. I didn't have Shadow Step ready. I was like, wait a minute, did I miss that? No way I'm that stupid. The same way with the 2/5 mechs that gives you good cards.
We rise.
Wait. Whenever you play a mech, add a spare part. Oh, you're talking about Mimron. Yeah, Mimron. It works exactly like Mimron, the rogue card. So he needs to have like a pyro equality turn, right? Wait a minute. Playing the coins? Why?
I smell gold in them there water.
We've created a temporal anomaly. We've created a temporal anomaly.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Part of me was thinking about like gear shift and stuff, but if this somehow gets cleared, I need refill. I did have a stealth spark bot. Maybe that was worth throwing out. But yeah, how does he clear this outside like pyro equality? Yeah, equality consecration's like the only out. I like technically could have played around that by like putting the reborn on it, but it just felt unnecessary. Extreme noise. Good to have you here, man. Welcome. Thank you for that prime. Guys, don't forget to spam those emotes. Show off that horrid pride. Well, bam. I feel like I've gotten like 2 good minions from Everything Must Go. It always feels underwhelming. Well, it won me a game not too long ago, so I'm gonna say this card is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Oh my lord. It worked for me. It worked for me. Clearly, it means that it's the most busted card ever. Okay, I can save coin. We can prep into this, draw 3. Looks like we have to play coin though for hand space reasons. Okay, there's the gatekeeper. Let's go.
Here we go.
There's no pirate in this deck, right? Yeah, there's no pirate. It's kind of sad we were almost in realm of making this playable. Oh, wait a minute, we could make it playable. In fact, we should do it. What if I get the other one? Look at that. Look at that value on turn 3. And this is a well, not permanent minion, but this is gonna stick around for a while. Oh, Tripper, Tipper Gore. That's the, wait. Tipper, who the hell's Tipper Gore? Oh, the vice, okay. Al Gore's wife. Okay. Hold on a minute, that would make sense. I'm Al Gore. Whenever I think of Al Gore, I think of South Park. Say you're sorry for ripping on me. Oh my god, everything must go again? Dude, this game is over.
You will all cheer for me! Sign me up!
Dude, how do you come back from this? How do you come back? I high rolled the Hedonics. How do you come back from this? You don't. There is nothing this Paladin can do, right? There's no Keeper Strength because it's 5 mana. I'm super cereal. Okay, you wanna know something funny? If he literally didn't trade into that, okay, hold on. Okay, never mind. He had a rush minion. I was about to be like, he just literally gave me lethal doing that. Okay, is there a way that I could somehow find a lethal here? Is there a healing card I could somehow get my hands on? At this point, it's just, you know, buff the giant. So we should do this to try and find, oh, damn. We did not get it. Okay, so in that case then.
Created a temporal anomaly.
I can't do that.
So now if he even if he does have a clear, we have another setup turn to do even more stuff. There's just no way that we lose here though, right? Like, even if he's got one drop into keeper strength, it doesn't get rid of everything. The Adonis is gonna survive. Safe pilot! Whoa! Okay, I mean, I still win, though. But, oh my god. That was very unexpected. I mean, hey, dude, I don't know. For a scam deck that's not supposed to be that consistent, this is working pretty consistently. There's a reason why J. Alex is playing this a top 100 legend, so I don't know.